There was an armament plating company here in Sugar Land, Texas. And we noticed that on the elect forms, there's a shitload of donations going to Robert Torricelli, a senator from New Jersey. So somebody tells us, hey, doesn't make sense. I wonder why that's happening. First thing we do is we look at Torricelli's assignments. He's on the Armed Forces Committee, and we start to put it together, and we start going out and doing some interviews. So we start seeing this straw donorship piece. And then that leads to looking at more things. And then we come up with an import-export company from Bergen County, New Jersey, Asian American guy who was utilizing every possible loophole to bring his products into the country. Torricelli had him convinced he had connection in the North Korean government that would allow this guy to do business in North Korea. So when we finally developed him as a source, he's like, he didn't have those connections. We're like, David, you should know. You're a South Korean. Yeah, I thought it was kind of strange, but he kept asking me for cash and Mercedes-Benz and custom-made suits. So I just kept getting it. And he goes, he did write a letter for me. Yeah, well, of course he wrote a letter for you. There was a garbage sanitation guy. This guy's named Dave Chang. He passed in jail. He calls and he says, hey, I was just in the 7-Eleven up in Fort Lee, and he had the best memory. So he's like, I'm putting French vanilla creamer and I'm stirring it. In comes Bob Torricelli in a New York Jets varsity jacket. All right, David, look, you're going to be a witness for us at some point. You can't be making these stories up. Pull the tape. He goes, I'm not done yet. Then this guy, Jimmy Demetrakis, who owned a big sanitation company, mobster, pulls up behind him. He's threatening to throw me into a wood chipper. And then my boss goes, would you mind taking a ride up to the 7-Eleven, see if they have the tapes? So my partner and I go up there. I says, yeah, I have the tape. Put it in. Exactly what it said happened. So then we search Torricelli's house. We have his attorney, Ted Wells, follow us. I let him walk with the attachment to the search warrant so he could see exactly what we were looking for. Oh, there's the 2 Mercedes-Benz. Oh, wait a minute. There's the suits, the custom-made suits all lined up. He goes, this is corroboration. We're in trouble. You know the date of that search warrant? It's the Thursday before 9/11. And Mary Jo White calls us on the Thursday after when we were going to indict a sitting U.S. senator. And she said, guys, how can I possibly indict a sitting United States senator when those buildings are burning right down the street from the courthouse? And the case went away.